Hello everybody, Daniel here again for Gawler and Photographs. Coming to you today in front of this gorgeous old house. Bit of a sad day today because by the time you guys are watching this video, this house will be long gone and it will just be rubble on the floor. If you're wondering where we're at the end of Anglevale Road, down on the Gawler end obviously. As far as I'm aware, this house used to belong to the Bombarderi family. And I'm quite certain that they used to sell some fruit and veg and flowers and all that kind of stuff out here. The family recently sold the land and it's been subdeveloped, as you can imagine, and sadly this house has to go.
I jumped in the river, what did I see? Black-eyed angels swam with me.
A little bit of an uproar recently about a house that got knocked down on Barnet Road, and for some people that just came out of the blue. They had no idea that it was going to go. They thought it was going to be fixed up and lived in. But from what I know, the house was far too expensive to be lived in, to be fixed up, so it had to go. And as a subsequent, it got subdivided. So I'm pretty sure that's the same deal here. These kind of houses cost far too much to fix up just to be livable in. That's without furnishing, cleaning, rendering, doing the garden, doing everything. So it is really sad, but this place will have to go. So since there was such an uproar over at Barnet Road, I thought probably the best thing would just be to document this house. These kind of houses are my jam. I do love visiting all these ruins and all these old wrecks, but it's just fascinating that there's one that's like literally 2 minutes from my house. And I've been watching this place for a very long time. I got the developer's permission, I got the family's permission, so I've been trying to document this place as much as possible. Hopefully it will be a nice little timekeeper for the family and for the community to know what used to be here.
A moon full of stars and astral clouds, and all the figures I used to see.
So here we are, again in front of the house. Not a great deal left, as I'm sure you can see. Had a brief chat to Rosa Bombarderi, who lives next door. She told me that they'd been living here since the 60s. They'd lived here for 12 years before the place just got too small and they needed to upsize, so they built a brand new house next door. Mrs. Bombarderi was great. She had a lot of memories here, but to be honest, to her it was just a house. There was nothing special about this house. It had already been well lived in and gone through many hands before she came here, but in the end it got too much. Too small for the family. She told me there was no hot water, but they did used to have lots of tomatoes, some almond trees and all sorts growing around here. Getting on in life, living in a new house next door and having this place just sat here, it just got too much. She would have to have someone come in, thrash all the grass, all the weeds. The uptake on the house was just impossible for her. And again, to the family, it was just a house. There's nothing special about this house. It's not heritage listed. Lots of cracks. You could fit your hand, she said, through some of the walls. too much to look after. So in the end, herself and the family decided to sell the block, subdivide the land, but she's also gotten to keep the house that her and her husband built from scratch on the land, which is probably where they hold the most memories. She's not particularly sad to see it go. It does kind of suck, I must admit, but hey, you know, otherwise it was just going to sit here. Squatters would come in, graffiti artists, the house would just fall into disrepair. You'd have to have people come in monthly, weekly to look after the whole block of land. And this is a big block of land, by the way. She's sitting on half an acre herself as it is. So we're on a lot of land here, and it's not the easiest to get a tractor around and look after all the grass, all the weeds, all the trees. She showed me some of the deeds to the house with all the people that had owned the house, bought the house. Originally, we couldn't find a date at all on the paper, but originally this house here, or maybe the land, was bought for £38, which is amazing to think about. So as mentioned before, we are at the end of Anglevale Road on the Evanston side. She told me that it was just a dirt road. There was no other families around here, no other houses around here, apart from a few houses over this way towards the highway. Obviously the highway wasn't there either. She told me some great stories of the Gawler family who lived just down the road here, down at the Oleana Waters, which I've talked about before on a few other channels. Hello Nikki. She told me great stories of some of their family going to school with each other just down the road. I think it's a bit of a relief for her to not have to look after this big block of land and just generally have to worry about trespassers or animals or nosy people like myself wanting to come in and have a look. Originally I came across this place riding my bike. There's always telltale signs, no bins, grass up to here. You know when a place is abandoned, especially when it's this old. But it was kind of fascinating but also somber seeing this place from what it was to what it is now. This place might also be featured on the Gawler History Team webpage, thanks to Alan and the crew there. I thought that it was important for us to document this house and get any information we can before it's all gone. Again, what happened to Barnet Road took a few people by surprise, but at least we've got some lovely pictures and some awesome video of this place here. Thank you so much to the Bombardieri family for letting me, and also the developers for giving me access to this place. Anyway, we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.
Jumped in the river, what did I see? Black-eyed angels swam with me. A moon full of stars and astral clouds, and all the figures I used to see. Nothing to fear, nothing to die.